Hello fellow brigands of the Western Isles, and welcome back to my playthrough of FE6 hard mode armors only. People have asked me to show off stats at the beginning and end of the chapter, so this is just what I'm doing at the beginning. Wendy is very defense screwed, and she doesn't level up this map. Or, not she doesn't level up, but she doesn't level defense, is what I meant. Also, I have a bit of a cold, so if my voice somehow sounds worse than usual, that'd be why. This map gets pretty annoying. Because of the pace we're playing, we do run into the dumb reinforcements that spawn from turns 12 to 20. And I found out in this map that they keep spawning even if the boss is dead, which is super obnoxious, and I don't know why. In most maps, killing the boss makes the reinforcements stop spawning, but not here. Also here I just get the Barth Wind DC support. Where Barth is like, I am God. I have a mohawk. Astor supports with all three Armor Knights, though. I've never seen their support. Maybe I'll get Astor Wind DC something, since I plan on getting Barth and Bors to A with each other. In this run, we don't really care about Fear and Shen. Though I'm still gonna try and recruit Fear, because the not killing edge, the Wu Dao is like 500 something gold. Not super valuable, but Shen's shortbow would be more valuable, but Su's dead, so gotta take what you can get. Yeah, Bors wrecks everything. This map, he's super fast, so it's not very surprising that he's wrecking everything. Wendy fast. I brought the torch staff even though it's not the most useful when you have two thieves that are essentially torches, but it's whatever. I brought Molinus to do some selling, though he ends up dying, so that's a bit annoying. I could have avoided that, but it was just me leaving him in range of that archer down there without realizing it. Now that Bors, well, he was promoted basically once they joined, but it's pretty difficult keeping them on equal footing with him just because he has 5 move compared to their awful 4. So it's a little difficult to give them kills when he's one-rounding most things. I do manage to get them a few levels this map. Oh man. We are grinding Bors' axe rank up this map because why not, really? It's good to get him to be able to use halberds, hammers, killer axe, other stuff like that. He might even get to be able to use the brave axe once we get it. Oh, and I guess I should mention we are going B route. Not really for any specific reason. I don't really care a ton between A and B route in a run like this. I don't care about the recruitables. I don't care about most of the items. It's not a big deal. But I decided since B route is the less popular, I'd show it off. Even though, in my opinion, Barter is a better unit than Echidna, but they're pretty even. I don't think he's better by much, but they're both pretty good. Oh no, Shen, don't do 0 damage to Bors, that is very scary. Fear is a pretty weird unit. I like using her sometimes, but really, she just joins by the time Rutger should be promoted, so I never find a ton of use for her. She's competing with a ton of other units for the hero crest, so I think it's funny that Boris gets a level off of Shen. And yeah, as I said earlier, I got Merlinus killed, which means no shopping for me. Well, limited shopping. I don't get to sell all my stuff. Which is a bit inconvenient. I would have liked to sell the Guiding Ring and Elysian Whip, but I suppose I can do that next map. This is a pretty standard map, besides the reinforcements. Nothing is too scary. And even then, the reinforcements aren't necessarily scary, they just overwhelm you. Oh, and the boss, he's not that threatening, despite being a berserker with a killer axe. Anybody who's trained and promoted shouldn't get one-shot crit by him, and should do pretty good damage against him, so he is not scary. And he's gonna do to Boars, he's gonna do like, what, 3 damage with the 20-something% chance to crit, because his luck is insane? He's also not gonna hit Boars, because Boars has really good at evasion, so Boars is the best boss killer in the game, is what I'm trying to say, obviously. Here I put Roy on that fort to block the pirate that spawns there. If I was smarter about it, I could have blocked even, like, 2 forts, but I didn't get the idea until just then. In fact, I probably could have blocked all of them, come to think of it, but oh well. I guess in the end it ended up being more EXP and weapon EXP. Even if it does mean we have to forfeit the Silver Sword Village. Though I don't think silvers in this game are as valuable as they are in others. I think you can buy them for like 600, or not 600, but that's how much they sell for is what I'm trying to say. Not super valuable. Fighters are almost capping strength, which is kind of crazy, though thankfully axes in this game kind of suck, so not the scariest enemies. And from turns 12 to 20, the pirates will spawn on forts. And at the beginning, all the pirates will move towards the village, unless you are in their range the turn they spawn. Here we just get to chip Scott for free. Really, Scott stands no chance against boars. He does 0 damage with his hand axe, I think. Yeah. Pretty... very not scary. Actually, crit rolls before hit, didn't you know? So, he has a higher chance of hitting boars, right? That's the argument people used to use when saying Gonzalez is good because crit rolls before hit. So that makes a lot of sense, right? It's totally not misinformation, right? Just like the RNG being bugged. Oh no, he has a 42% chance to do 9 damage to boars instead of 3, if he even hits, which he won't. The mage is scarier than the Killer Axe Berserker, because the mage does 10 guaranteed damage to boars. Well, if he hits. He has more chance of hitting than Scott, though. So there's that. Let's go, Ellen. Get that skill. Boars doesn't want to cooperate here. I wanted to kill the boss and get it over with, but... I mean, what can you do? It's a 50-ish chance of hitting. Not much can be done. And here he crits to make up for it. So thank you, boars. Yeah, who in a leap are you, boars? More speed for the boars machine. He is very fast. Like, what doubles this man? He has 20 speed. That's a little scary for Barth, but he's not getting doubled just yet by mages. And Boar's still on the crit chain, even though this one was unnecessary. Or just go for the slim, because why not? And here, I thought no more pirates would spawn, because the boss is dead, and that's how reinforcements work on most maps, but nope. Nope, they're still coming. Oh, that's whatever. Not a huge deal. Oh, man. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with a large wave of pirates. Wendy's still allergic to getting defense, because, why would an armor knight have defense, right? I've never heard of something like that. Boars will choke that point eventually. For now, it's gotta be Jarrett, Zealot, Zerit, whatever you want to call him, who has poor bases and growths. He has very limited use. Did you know gaming? How dare you hit Astor? So not cool, dude. Here Roy is facing a chance of death every turn, but it's... the pirate has to hit 2 20s in a row, so... I figured if he hits 220s in a row, then I just deserve to lose. I'd rather keep him there so we can reduce the amount of pirates spawning each turn. And also, in this game, pirates can't move on cliffs, so nobody else can attack him. Yeah, Boars is wrecking everyone. As is normal. These pirates are pretty weak. They wouldn't even threaten Barth, really. Unless, like, he wasn't in a choke point and was getting attacked by 4 Steel Axe guys and then, what, like 8 Hand Axe guys on the same turn? In that case, yeah, he'd probably take a lot of damage, but not even die, even if all of them hit. So, The fact that half of them have hand axes is really annoying, though. FE6 has an obsession with putting 1 to 2 range on enemies, which is pretty dang annoying. Especially when 1 to 2 weapons really suck, so really enemies can get away with it because they can harass you and you have to kill the enemies. But then once you use 1 to 2 range, you start missing and it just gets really annoying. But yeah, not much to see here. Just a bunch of pirates getting owned by a Boars. At least people being poisoned and fighting all these pirates gives my staff users some much needed EXP. You might be wondering why I haven't promoted any of them yet, and that's really because staff users get essentially double the amount of XP if they're unpromoted, since I can't fight with them, so. Really, until I get the higher ranked staves, or staves I should say, there isn't a need to promote. Though I might promote Chlorine for next chapter, we'll see, we'll see. Oh, I could sell the ring, but nah. Although if I do promote Chlorine, it means it means my promoted healer will be dead weight in chapter 14, the desert, because mounted healers in this game have really bad move in the desert, while foot ones have unhindered move. Which is a bit annoying, but oh well. I guess they wanted to be consistent. Sea axes for Mr. Boars. He can killer axe things now. Can almost use the Brave Axe, even though it's pretty bad in this game. Look at that defense! He's gonna take no damage from anything besides the occasional mage. Though even then, 7 res is a decent bit when he's fast enough to avoid doubling. So, even if he gets ganged up on, it'll take 3 or 4 mages to kill him. Arth is mega fast. Friggin' 8 speed. What a god. He wants to avoid getting doubled for as long as possible, and he's doing his job. Oh boy. Look at Ellen. Keep getting skill. The best stat for a healer. It means you won't miss. Thracia staves out here. I mean, even if Wendy refuses to level up defense, at least she's strong enough. I mean, she can deal damage, she can contribute, even if just a little, even if she dies in like 3 hits. She's not complete dead weight. I mean, she's worse than Barth by a little bit, and she's way worse than Bors, but that goes without saying, because Bors is God, so... So, I mean, obviously she's worse than God. Honestly, I was pretty dumb for not putting the Elysian Whip on Roy, because it means we don't get to do a lot of shopping this map. Though I found out the armory in this map doesn't even sell lances, so all we can buy are axes for Bors, and that's it. It's pretty annoying, but whatever. Whatever, man. Restore best staff, because it means Bors getting berserked doesn't end the game. Yeah, really, we can't buy lances, so I just buy a bunch of hand axes. And iron axes. Since hand axes are the second best thing compared to javelins. In fact, they're actually probably better, because lance using enemies are more common than sword using ones, so... And they're also better against axe using enemies, so... They have their uses, both of them do. But yeah, that concludes Chapter 9. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.